Hello and welcome to the Year 4 reading meeting. Although we are unable to do this in person, we do hope you find this recording useful. In this meeting we'll be talking about what we do with regards to reading at school, and we'll give you some information on how you can support your child and encourage their love of reading at home. At the beginning of the year, your child will have been issued with a red reading record. This is a great way of keeping a log of your child and how they are doing at school and the reading that they're doing at home. This is a valuable tool for encouraging our children to comment on the text that they have read. Inside you can see we've got the date, the book and any comments that the children may have. So within this comment section, it would be great if both the adult your child has read with and the child themselves would leave some sort of comment. This could be an opinion about a character, a setting, a plot, a short review, or even any questions that they may have about the text. At the end of each week, the child's class teacher will have a look at how many home reads that child has, and rewards will be given for the children who have read a certain number of times. In class, we enjoy teaching in a variety of different ways. Each half term, Year 4 focuses on a different novel. Examples of this are Waterhorse, Iron Man, and The Boy Who Grew Dragons. These texts are chosen specifically to link closely with our topics, and we use these in our literacy lessons. For example, at the moment we are actually focusing on the Waterhorse, and we're writing exciting character descriptions about the extraordinary creature that the children find washed up on the beach. In these whole class guided reading sessions, each child usually has a copy of the book individually. This means that they're able to read and read out loud if they feel confident enough to do so. The whole class guided reading approach enables all children to access longer and more challenging texts. And this is a fantastic way of broadening their understanding and the language that they're exposed to. Additionally, this immensely helps our children when it comes to their writing. We focus a lot on the different grammar that is used within books, and this helps them understand the concepts of punctuation. They begin to understand why they're using different pieces of punctuation and how they can use it to influence their writing for different effects. Children have daily comprehension sessions, which are also known as DERIC. Now, this is where children are exposed to a range of different texts. This may be a newspaper, a novel, a letter, a poem, or an information text. And this is where they can really be exposed to a range of different texts and gain a good understanding on the features, the layout, and how the language is used within these different genres. We aim to link these texts to our topic as much as possible. For example, this week we've been focusing all about newspapers, where Miss Goodwin found a miniature elephant in the Albert Pye playground, and using this as our DERIC text has really reflected in the writing, where the children have become really confident with the features of a newspaper. So, what does DERIC stand for? So, D is for decode, and this is where the children every day will sit with a partner and they will do a speed read. They will see how fast they can read through a particular text, and they'll mark down how far they got. Each day the aim is that they improve slightly, and this gives them a real confidence boost when they can see they've improved from the day before. The E stands for explain, so this focuses on the understanding of the text, where children are encouraged to write written responses based on what they've understood. Retrieve. So retrieve is lifting information from the text. This is where children skim and scan through the text and lift out the information. Interpret questions, so that's the I in DERIC, requires the children to become detectives and search for clues within the text to find some evidence to specific questions. And choice focuses all on the author's intent. So what has the author done and what impact do they want that to have on the reader? So within these sessions, the children are given plenty of time to verbalise their answers before the teacher will then model exactly how to write down the answer. We strongly encourage that the children then use written responses so they become more confident with writing exactly what they say. This in particular is something that we have found really important this year. The children can often say exactly what they mean, but when it comes to writing down they find that quite difficult. That's why in particular at the moment we are focusing very much on making sure we model and help the children to write these written responses. Just like in Year 3, your children will participate in a small guided reading session. This is where approximately 6 children are exposed to some quality texts, and they get this focused time with an adult to discuss exactly what the text is about. In these sessions, every child is encouraged to read out loud, which really helps them develop their expression and their reading fluency. The group discussions ensure the children have a solid understanding of the text. So, in addition to the whole class guided reading sessions, the smaller group reading sessions, and our Derek sessions, the children are given the opportunity to do some individual reading. During this time, the children have access to a wide range of quality texts, including picture books for older children, newspapers, magazines, novels, and non-fiction texts. It is important that our children develop the skills to select a range of different texts and they don't just stick to the same genre. This time, which is usually between 20 and 30 minutes long, is essential for developing their reading stamina. To really help develop the children's love of reading, it is essential that all children read at home as well as in school. Some things that we found work really well are: 1. If they read with an older or a younger sibling. We found this to be really beneficial. Secondly, if an adult reads with a child, you can share a text, where the adult reads a page and the child reads a page, and we find this really helps with the child's reading stamina. And finally, we'd like to talk about audiobooks. Now, audiobooks are a really vital tool for helping children to not only access a different range of text, but to really develop that love of reading. So hopefully this reading meeting's been really helpful. If you do have any questions, then please feel free to contact myself or Miss Goodwin, and we'll be happy to answer anything that we possibly can. Additionally, it would be really beneficial for our children if you would be able to come in and listen to any children read. So if this is you and you're able to come and lend even half an hour, then that would be really helpful. Please be in contact and we'd love to hear.